Basically today, I thought our first half was unbelievable. Could not believe how many three-pointers we made. Shane Battier, to say he was the best player on our team at half-time in the finals is ridiculous, but he was. Just not only his three-pointers, but his defense and the plays that he made really stepped it up for us. Complete surprise because, at times he's been just a liability. Chalmers was pretty solid in the first half as well. Wade was hitting, the odd shot, but he took too many poor shots and he takes some plays off. So I guess he was a little bit better than recent games in the first half, but still the same problems existed with him. LeBron James was taking too many jump shots, but still, he's just somehow still producing. He just, the juggernaut, got to the line a few times, got in, and every time he got inside, he looked unstoppable. Oklahoma, they didn't quite have their matchups right, which was kind of expected because they went to start with Perkins, but he obviously wasn't going to play significant minutes because of our front court of Bosch and Haslam, and Bosch and Haslam pretty much stuffs them up because there's no one for Perkins to really go to. Pivotal second half, as usual. The problem when we're winning is the opposition team obviously makes adjustments that we seem to allow them to make. And when they finally get the matchups and the lineup that suits them, Oklahoma, then they started to take control pretty quickly after that. I thought personally that Collison played a really, really great game. He basically, as I've said to a few others, he basically nullified Haslam. He was too tall for Haslam he out-rebounded Haslam like he was nothing. Basically gave that kind of offensive spark that Haslam normally gives Miami. So he's effectively taken away Haslam's production and game from us, who was pretty good for us in the first half, and given Oklahoma his value. So it was a massive turnaround in that aspect in that matchup. As usual, Spoelstra makes zero adjustments to this, which was quite annoying. Also, playing for patches, Derek Fisher as a point guard and Russell Westbrook as the shooting guard. This meant that James Harden didn't get much minutes at all, but it didn't really matter because Westbrook started heating up a lot more when he was the shooting guard, and he got inside in the second half, especially the last quarter, relentlessly. And Derek Fisher gave him that more traditional point guard setup. It really threw the heat off, and it definitely threw Mario Chalmers off his game, who was going, okay. He had a couple of threes and done a few small things for us. It threw him off his game in the second half. Chalmers was shit second half. In conclusion, it was a winnable game, and it's pretty hard to win in Oklahoma. So good signs early, but again, Oklahoma, the minute they got their run on and the crowd fired up, it was all over as well. So as good as I thought we played, we quickly got shot out of the game, which is concerning. We need to make some adjustments. Obviously, I'm still thinking, should Bosch start? It's going to be, thinking every game. But we seem to be sticking with Haslam. We're going to have to make some adjustments. It's on us to fight back here. Really need to win game 2. Pivotal. If we win game 2, we're cruising. We are cruising. We've got the next 3 games in Miami. We are cruising if we win game 2. So that's why I'm not too stressed about losing game 1, only by 9 points or 10 points, whatever it was. It's irrelevant. It blew out anyway. But if we win game 2, we are cruising. If we lose game 2, we are up shit creek because we have to win basically 2 of the next 3 games in Miami, and that's with the pressure's back on us again. We'll be under the pump because if we go down, or especially if we lose game 3, if we're down 3-0, it's over. I don't want to get swept, and that's the alarm bells will be ringing certainly when we go off that. So obviously after game one, great start, fell away. I thought it wasn't too bad. It showed good signs early. It showed we can win, we can beat them. They're not unbeatable at home. I think, whereas I was more worried about Celtics at home than I was Oklahoma. But yeah, we can win. So that's a good sign. That's all.